Hi guys, Michael Fights with Friends here. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing an old Marshawn Lynch Seattle Seahawks jersey for an MMA video. You're probably like, are you confused, Mike? What's going on? Well, the last time Marshawn Lynch had a great season was actually in 2013 2014 season, beginning 2013, and that was the last time actually Rampage Jackson or Vanderlei Silva fought in the UFC. Rampage Jackson went over to Bellator after 2013. Vanderlei Silva fought his last fight in the UFC against Brian Stann. Of course, a great comeback win. Nonetheless, it was 5 years ago, and since then, he's only fought once. A loss to Chael Sonnen, and Rampage a few uninspired wins in Bellator, and also a loss to Chael Sonnen. This is an interesting fight. So what I did before, I bet with John Jones's money. This is my betting card on this one. I'm actually going to bet Vanderlei on this. So what I decided to do was, let's take Dana White's money to bet on a Bellator card. $50,000 for a knockout or submission win. So let's take his 50 grand and let's pick this apart. Rory McDonald at plus 215. You guys are going to call me crazy. You know I love Gegard Mousasi. I believe Rory McDonald is too fast for him, too explosive. I think this is a horrible matchup for Gegard Mousasi, and I think Rory McDonald actually wins this fight. Possibly knocks him out. Vanderlei Silva is a plus 230 underdog as well. I like Vanderlei in this, even though he's 42. Bellator obviously does not have the same, they don't have USADA. They don't have the same drug testing, structuring, and I'm sorry, that has something to do with it. In the promos leading up to this fight, Vanderlei Silva seemed very into this. He seemed to take this very personal. I haven't gotten the feeling that Rampage Jackson has been into fighting for quite some time. Probably somewhere not too much after 2013, to be honest. And I'm actually going to take Vanderlei Silva in that one. Douglas Lima against Andrei Korshkov. This is a hell of a fight. Andrei Korshkov's only lost 2 fights ever. One to Ben Askren. One, Douglas Lima knocked him out the last time they fought. The fight before that, Andrei Korshkov won a 5-round decision. This is the trilogy bout. This is the opening round of the welterweight grand pre-opening tournament. I expect this fight to steal the show. This should be fight of the night. I'm actually taking Andre, even though he got knocked out in the last one. He's a minus 160 favorite. He's a slight favorite, but he's only lost 2 in his entire career. I think he fixes the mistakes. The way Lima caught him last time, I don't think Lima gets him this time. I'm going with Korshkov. Aaron Pico, of course, on here again. Leandro Higo coming off a loss to Darian Caldwell. He's no slouch. This is probably the biggest test so far for Aaron Pico. I do think he gets through it. I don't know if I would have made him as big a favorite as the odds makers made him. As you can see on here, it's a minus 525, plus 14. I'm not putting money on that one, though. So, and then, a couple of garbage bouts, honestly, to round out this main event. It's basically the 4 fights. But this is the way I take it. I take Rory McDonald, Vanderlei Silva, Andrei Korshkov, and then Aaron Pico. I think he does get through with this. But this is how I would bet. So if I had the $50,000 from a knockout or submission of the night, I would put $14,000 on Wanderlei Silva to win $46,200. $16,000 on Andrei Korshkov to win $26,000. I do think he squeaks that out. I also would bet on this being bet of the night if it was some kind of prop bets for that. $20,000 on Rory McDonald to win $63,000. I think it's absolutely insane that he's over a 2-1 underdog in this fight. Total if all bets win, $50,000 to win $135,200. That's the way I see it, guys. I see a great night, though. I'm going to be streaming this. You're not going to get this one on Spike, unfortunately. So if you don't have DAZN, I will be here doing the live stream companion. Come and join me. If you do have DAZN, come and join me anyways and follow along. Let me know what you guys think, though. Am I way off in my predictions? Do you think maybe there's something to that? If I were going to bet $50,000, this is the way I would bet it. And generally, I say that I would cherry pick Bellator cards for favorites. This, on paper, is as good a card as any card that they've ever had. On paper. Will it perform the way that it should? I don't know. Gegard Mousasi versus Rory McDonald, that very well. And Douglas Lima versus Andrei Korshkov. Either one of those fights could be fight of the year. Everything in the UFC included. Everything in every organization included. Either two of those fights could not just be fight of the night, could be fight of the year. And I think Rampage Jackson versus Wanderlei Silva at least will be entertaining. I know they're older, but they're both older. And I don't see this going to the ground. Wanderlei said he's wanted somebody to strike with him. Rampage has said he wants somebody to strike with him. Rampage has complained about being matched up with wrestlers. Look, Wanderlei Silva's not going to try to wrestle you, dude. And remember, Rampage, the last time they fought, Rampage knocked him out under U.S. rules. Wanderlei Silva, of course, won 2 matches over there in Pride. Both somewhat due to the Pride rules. Head kicks, knees to the head, ended both fights. But I think Wanderlei ties this one up. And do they go for a 5th one? I don't know. But this is number 4. And I'm taking Wanderlei in this one. I said Douglas Lima and Andrei Korshkov. Man, that's almost a coin flip. I think Korshkov is just a better fighter overall, though. I think that he fixes those mistakes from the last one. I think he pulls this one out against Douglas Lima. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Aaron Pico be tested, possibly like he's never been tested before. I think he is a future world champion. And this is a big step up in competition, though. And I got to hand it to him. Leandro Higo's coming off of a world championship challenge against Darrion Caldwell. He did not look good. A lot of people thought that he would give Caldwell a run from his money. He did not. We'll see how he comes back from that. Some guys, after a disappointing, devastating loss like that, don't come back so well. So we'll see. Aaron Pico, I say he's young, he's explosive, and I think he pulls this one out. I think this is great for his career. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know, am I way out in left field? Give me your thoughts on this. Give me your predictions for the fight. Definitely make sure and join me on Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern over on Mike Reviews It All. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later.